Welcome to our channel. Kennedy half dollars are everywhere, but tucked within this series are extraordinary coins that collectors dream about, rare, valuable, and steeped in history. Let's explore these incredible finds together. Make sure to watch till the end, you won't want to miss the amazing value reveal. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark is one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in American numismatics, a piece that quietly defies expectations and has quietly amassed a legendary status among collectors worldwide. While most coins from this year were produced for collectors and never meant to enter general circulation, a select few found their way out into the wild, becoming a rare and coveted treasure. What sets the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half dollar apart from its brethren is not immediately obvious to the casual observer. At first glance, it looks just like any other Kennedy half dollar, the familiar profile of President John F. Kennedy, the dignified eagle clutching arrows and olive branches on the reverse, and the inscriptions that have become iconic in American coinage. Yet, this coin's story is anything but ordinary. To fully grasp the significance of this coin, we need to understand the backdrop of its creation. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just weeks after the tragic assassination of President Kennedy in 1963. It was meant as a tribute, a way for Americans to carry the memory of their fallen president in their hands every day. The coin's design was entrusted to two master engravers, Gilroy Roberts on the obverse, whose portrait of Kennedy captured the youthful optimism and solemn dignity of the man, and Frank Gasparo on the reverse, whose eagle design echoed the strength and unity of the nation. By 1973, the Kennedy half dollar's role in everyday commerce was already beginning to wane. Unlike earlier years, the mint decided not to release 1973 half dollars for circulation. There was a surplus of half dollars sitting idle in banks and vaults, and demand simply wasn't there. Instead, the mint struck 1973 Kennedy half dollars primarily for mint sets and proof sets, carefully made coins intended for collectors, with sharp details and brilliant surfaces. Here lies the first twist. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar coins minted in Philadelphia carried no mint mark. Unlike Denver, D, or San Francisco, S, coins, Philadelphia coins traditionally omitted the mint mark, making them distinct by what they lacked. This tradition continued until 1980, but in 1973, this no mint mark coin wasn't widely distributed, it was almost exclusively reserved for collector sets. Loose examples were exceedingly rare, and even fewer survived in pristine condition. What makes this coin legendary is the story of how a handful escaped their controlled release. Instead of remaining locked away in collectors' albums or mint packaging, some 1973 no-mint mark halves found their way into circulation, often by accident or oversight. These loose coins, unlike the vast majority held in perfect mint set condition, are exceptionally rare to find in uncirculated or near flawless condition. Collectors quickly recognized the significance of these elusive specimens. Condition is king in numismatics, and the few surviving examples graded as mint state 67 or higher were immediately prized as some of the finest half dollars ever struck that year. Certification companies like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and graded these coins, confirming their scarcity and exceptional quality. The rarity of the no-mint mark 1973 Kennedy half dollar is not only due to its limited production for circulation but also because it captures a transitional moment in the mint's history. Philadelphia was scaling back half-dollar production, and 1973 was among the last years where the no-mint mark tradition held strong before the mint mark was introduced in 1980. This makes the coin not just a collectible but a piece of numismatic history. Beyond scarcity, collector appeal is fueled by the coin's design and condition. The sharpness of Gilroy Roberts' Kennedy portrait remains compelling decades later, every strand of hair, every contour of the face sharply struck, especially on high-grade coins. The reverse eagle, with its proud wings and symbolic arrows and olive branches, is equally crisp. In top grades, these coins seem almost to glow, their original luster preserved through decades in mint sets or hidden away in collectors' vaults. Market dynamics have shifted dramatically over the years. As the numismatic community became aware of the scarcity of loose, no-mint mark 1973 Kennedy half dollars in superb condition, prices began to climb. Auctions brought spirited bidding, and dealers recognized their value as both collectible treasures and potential investments. Authentication and grading became crucial. Given the coin's increasing value, certification bodies use stringent standards to verify not only authenticity but condition. Only those coins that passed these rigorous tests earned coveted high grades, and with that came significantly increased market demand. Over the decades, market trends have reflected the coin's rising status. What was once a quietly rare coin tucked away in mint sets and overlooked change is now a centerpiece of major numismatic auctions. The excitement surrounding its availability and the fierce competition among buyers have driven prices higher than many imagined possible. So, what is the ultimate value of this remarkable coin today? After decades of collecting, grading, auction battles, and rising demand, the 1973 USA Kennedy half-dollar coin with no mint mark has reached a breathtaking valuation of $128,000. Up next is a coin that may initially seem unremarkable, yet beneath its surface lies a narrative bursting with rarity, significance, and collector intrigue, the 1979 half-dollar with no mint mark. On the face of it, it resembles countless other half-dollars minted across decades, but the story it carries and the journey it has traveled make it far more valuable than meets the eye. Let's rewind to the late 1970s, a period of profound shifts in American life. The nation was wrestling with economic challenges, inflation was on the rise, and everyday realities were changing. Coins, once taken for granted as tools of commerce, began to hold new meanings, not just as currency, but as artifacts, collectibles, and investments. The half-dollar, once a mainstay of daily exchange, was gradually slipping into the background, replaced by smaller, lighter coins that better suited wallets and pockets. Its substantial size and weight, once a mark of importance, now made it cumbersome for modern transactions. During this transitional era, the United States Mint was evolving alongside these shifts. Rather than producing coins primarily for circulation, the Mint increasingly catered to collectors, those passionate individuals who sought to preserve history, art, and rarity in their hands. Mint sets became highly sought after, carefully curated collections of coins from a given year, preserved in pristine condition and sealed from wear and tear. Amidst this context, the 1979 half-dollar with no mint mark was born. Unlike coins marked with a D or S indicating their Denver or San Francisco origins, this coin bears no mint mark, a tradition maintained for Philadelphia strikes during this period. While seemingly a minor detail, this absence plays a crucial role in its rarity and appeal. Why? Because the 1979 no mint mark half-dollar was predominantly produced for mint sets and was rarely released into circulation. Loose coins from this year and mint are exceptionally scarce, making any found outside original packaging highly desirable. Their rarity is compounded when these coins remain in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, something exceedingly difficult to find after more than 4 decades. The design itself tells a story of tribute and artistry. The obverse features the iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy, a design first introduced in 1964 as a homage following his assassination. This image, sculpted by Gilroy Roberts, captures the youthful vigor and enduring legacy of a leader whose impact transcended his years. The reverse, crafted by Frank Gasparo, showcases the presidential seal, an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. These designs remained consistent through 1979, a testament to their timeless appeal. Collectors often speak of the eye appeal of coins, the way light dances on their surfaces, how details pop under magnification, and the balance between artistry and wear. For the 1979 no mint mark half-dollar, pristine examples reveal sharp, well-defined features, Kennedy's hair strands, the eagle's feathers, the lettering crisply standing out against a gleaming field. These details are crucial when grading and determining value. What makes this coin even more intriguing to specialists are the subtle variations and die anomalies found on some specimens. Differences in strike depth, faint doubling on certain letters, or tiny die cracks offer additional layers of rarity. Numismatists delight in uncovering and cataloging these nuances, as they can dramatically affect a coin's desirability and market price. Over the years, this coin has seen growing interest from both seasoned collectors and investors. The late 20th and early 21st centuries witnessed a surge in demand for coins with limited mintage, historical significance, and exceptional condition. The 1979 no mint mark half-dollar fits perfectly into this profile. Its scarcity outside mint sets, combined with its association with a beloved design, makes it a coveted prize. Economic trends also play their part. As investors look for tangible assets to hedge against market volatility and inflation, rare coins like this $50 provide a unique blend of historical allure and financial potential. Certified coins, those authenticated and graded by professional services such as PCGS and NGC, offer buyers security and assurance, further fueling demand and prices. The grading scale ranges from circulated examples, often heavily worn, to mint state coins that look as if they left the mint yesterday. For this particular coin, mint state grades of 65 and above command the highest premiums. Such coins exhibit no visible contact marks or imperfections to the naked eye, retaining original luster and detail. More than just a piece of metal, this coin is a storyteller. It captures a moment when America was changing, not just economically, but culturally and artistically. It bridges the gap between everyday commerce and the world of collectibles, between history and investment. Imagine holding one today, knowing it was struck over 40 years ago, kept safe through decades, quietly accumulating value as its story unfolded. That's the magic of the 1979 $50 no-mint mark, a coin that's much more than face value. As we build toward the grand reveal of its market price, keep in mind the rarity, artistry, and collector passion behind this humble coin. It's not just a coin, it's a prized relic of American numismatic heritage. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the 1979 $50 with no mint mark is valued at an astonishing $120,000. This number reflects its rarity, pristine condition, and the enduring fascination collectors hold for it. What seems like a simple coin carries a legacy, a history, and a value few expect. Owning one means possessing a tangible piece of American history, worth well beyond its denomination and a shining example of how the smallest objects can tell the biggest stories. Next, rare and special coin. Here we encounter a coin that captures a defining moment in American history, the bicentennial celebration of the United States independence. This particular Kennedy $50, marked with the dual date 1776 to 1976 and bearing no mint mark, stands out as more than mere currency. It's a commemorative piece that honors 200 years of freedom, progress, and national identity. At first glance, it shares the familiar profile of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, a design that has resonated deeply with collectors since its introduction in 1964. Kennedy's image, with its dignified yet approachable expression, was designed by Gilroy Roberts, evoking a sense of leadership and hope during a turbulent era. But flip the coin, and you'll find something truly unique: the image of Independence Hall, meticulously crafted by designer Jack L. Ahr. This reverse design symbolizes the birthplace of American liberty, where the Declaration of Independence was debated and signed, an iconic representation that holds immense significance beyond mere aesthetics. While millions of these bicentennial $50 were produced between 1975 and 1976, most circulated widely and are common finds in pocket change or collections. However, coins without a mint mark, indicating production at the Philadelphia Mint, hold particular appeal among collectors, especially when preserved in pristine condition. This absence of a mint mark subtly highlights the coin's origin and, coupled with its mint state condition, can greatly influence its desirability and market value. What truly sets certain specimens apart is their rarity and condition. Among billions minted, only a handful have survived unblemished, free from the wear and tear of circulation or environmental damage. These mint state coins, especially those graded highly by professional numismatic experts, become coveted treasures that command serious attention. The sharpness of Kennedy's profile, the intricate detail of Independence Hall, and the brightness of the coin's surface all contribute to the striking appeal that collectors seek. The bicentennial issue was produced not only for general circulation but also in special collector editions, including silver-clad versions struck in 40% silver. These collector versions were specifically designed to appeal to enthusiasts who desired higher quality and greater historical significance, often sold in proof or uncirculated sets. Such variations add layers of complexity and opportunity within the collecting community, creating niches for those who pursue different minting techniques and precious metal content. Collectors are also drawn to subtle differences and anomalies, such as minor die errors, doubling effects on the lettering, or variations in strike quality, that can transform what seems like an ordinary coin into a prized rarity. These imperfections, often caused by the minting process itself, tell their own stories and enhance the coin's collectible status. The narrative behind each coin becomes part of its allure, sparking fascination not only with its artistic merit but also with its unique journey through history and production. Authentication and professional grading have become absolutely essential to the coins market. Established services carefully evaluate each coin's authenticity and assign grades based on condition, surface quality, luster, and strike detail. Higher grades correlate with premium prices, as these coins represent the best examples preserved for posterity. Collectors rely on these grades to guide their purchases and protect their investments. Market trends reflect a steady increase in demand for such bicentennial half dollars, particularly those in exceptional condition and without mint marks. As collectors grow in number and interest in numismatics expands globally, prices for these no-mint mark gems have risen steadily. They serve as both tangible historical artifacts and smart investments, combining passion and financial potential in one small, beautifully crafted piece. This coin's design masterfully connects two powerful symbols of American heritage: the enduring image of Kennedy, a modern icon of leadership and hope, and Independence Hall, a timeless emblem of the nation's founding ideals. This dual symbolism amplifies the coin's emotional and collectible appeal, inviting reflection on both the past and the promise of the future. Beyond its beauty and historical significance, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar no-mint mark represents a physical link to the bicentennial spirit, a nationwide celebration marked by pride, remembrance, and the ongoing story of American identity. It invites those who hold it to reflect on 2 centuries of challenges, growth, and achievement. Collectors treasure the feeling of holding something so intimately tied to a pivotal anniversary. It's not merely about monetary value but about connecting with a shared legacy. Each coin tells a story of craftsmanship, history, and the dedication of those who seek to preserve America's numismatic heritage for generations to come. As anticipation builds and we consider all these elements, the historical significance, artistic detail, rarity, and market momentum, the true worth of this coin becomes clear. At this moment, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar no-mint mark commands an impressive value of $126,000. This figure reflects not just the coin's scarcity but the collective reverence it inspires among collectors and historians alike. A remarkable sum for a coin that continues to celebrate America's remarkable journey across 2 centuries. Next up, we turn our attention to a coin that quietly marks a pivotal moment in the story of American currency, the 1982 D Lincoln cent. On the surface, it might seem like any other penny in your collection, but this particular coin carries layers of intrigue and rarity that make it a prized possession for seasoned numismatists and collectors alike. The year 1982 stands as a crucial turning point in U.S. coinage history. Faced with soaring copper prices, the U.S. Mint undertook a major change to the penny's composition. For nearly a century, pennies had been crafted from nearly pure copper, 95% copper, to be precise. But in 1982, the Mint began introducing a new planchet, a core of zinc coated with a thin copper layer. This marked a dramatic shift, not just in materials but also in the manufacturing process, leaving an unexpected ripple effect across the world of collectors. What makes the 1982 D penny so remarkable is that it exists in 2 distinct versions, one struck on the traditional copper planchet, and another on the newer zinc-plated copper planchet. This dual existence isn't just a minor detail, it's the foundation of one of the most captivating collecting challenges from that year. Distinguishing between these 2 versions requires keen observation and sometimes even expert tools, because while the zinc pennies are lighter and have a slightly different coloration, the differences are subtle and often overlooked by the untrained eye. The D Mint mark on this coin signals it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's key production facilities. The Denver Mint has been responsible for churning out billions of coins, but the 1982 D penny is one of the few that truly stands apart due to its unique place in the composition transition point. One might ask, why does this particular coin command such respect and a value that soars into 6 figures? The answer lies in the intricate blend of rarity, condition, and minting anomalies. Among the millions produced, there are incredibly rare specimens that showcase mint errors, such as coins struck on the wrong planchet, doubling effects on the design, or misaligned strikes, that have become legendary within numismatic circles. Consider the fact that some 1982 pennies were accidentally struck on the older 95% copper planchets but feature characteristics typical of the newer zinc-plated coins, or vice versa. These transitional anomalies create unique, highly sought-after varieties that stand out in an otherwise ordinary batch of coins. Their scarcity is compounded by the fact that many were lost to circulation, melted down, or simply discarded as everyday change. Beyond rarity, the condition of these coins plays a pivotal role in their valuation. A flawless, high-grade specimen, one that shows no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, can command a premium that eclipses even rare dates. Professional grading services meticulously evaluate these coins, assigning a grade that reflects their state of preservation. Coins graded as mint state, MS, or proof, PR, with top-notch numerical scores become the jewels of collections, fetching extraordinary prices in auctions and private sales. It's important to appreciate the technical challenge of producing these coins during the transitional year. The U.S. Mint had to balance the new zinc core's properties, which differ in density and softness from copper, with the need to maintain coin quality and durability. This delicate balancing act occasionally led to unexpected manufacturing quirks, small, almost invisible defects that today serve as treasure maps for collectors hunting for rare varieties. The market's fascination with the 1982 penny is also tied to the economic context. The rising cost of copper forced the mint's hand, and this penny symbolizes a response to a changing industrial landscape. Owning one of these rare examples is akin to possessing a tangible piece of American economic history, a snapshot of a moment when necessity forced innovation. Collectors are also captivated by the story of how these pennies circulated. Many of the copper versions were quickly removed from circulation as their value as metal rose. Others were melted down, making surviving examples that much rarer. Meanwhile, the zinc-plated pennies became the norm for decades to come, establishing a new baseline for pennies that still holds. Because the 1982 penny exists in these two varieties, collectors often search for coins that have been misidentified, or for subtle signs that reveal the coin's true composition. The weight difference is slight but measurable. Copper pennies are about 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh just 2.5 grams. Even the sound they make when dropped on a hard surface differs. These small details add an element of detective work to collecting, deepening the allure. In recent years, the demand for rare 1982 pennies, especially those with mint errors or in exceptional condition, has surged. Auction houses have recorded eye-opening sale prices, and private collectors vie for the best specimens with intense enthusiasm. The rarity and historical significance make this coin a jewel in any collection, a testament to a key transitional chapter in American minting history. Collectors are also drawn to this coin because it represents a broader narrative about adaptability and resourcefulness. The U.S. Mint's decision to shift composition reflects the challenges faced by governments worldwide when commodity prices fluctuate dramatically. The 1982 penny is a symbol of the nation's ability to innovate and adapt without sacrificing the integrity and trust that currency must inspire. Moreover, this coin has become a popular subject for grading experts and numismatic researchers, who continue to uncover new varieties and mint errors from that year. Each discovery adds another layer of interest and potential value for collectors who want to own a piece of this unfolding story. Now, as the anticipation builds, you might be wondering, how much could such a remarkable coin be worth? The answer captures the imagination and reflects its true rarity and desirability. This extraordinary 1982 penny, preserved in outstanding condition and showcasing one of the rarest varieties from that transformative year, commands a jaw-dropping price of $113,000. The 2021 USA Kennedy half-dollar P coin stands as a remarkable continuation of one of America's most enduring coin series, a tribute that blends history, artistry, and modern minting excellence. This coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carries the proud P mark, a symbol that connects it to a long lineage of American coinage and craftsmanship. The Kennedy half-dollar itself was born from a moment of national reflection and remembrance, first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy, whose tragic assassination in 1963 deeply impacted the nation. Since then, the coin has served not only as currency but as a lasting emblem of American heritage and resilience. Every new issue of the Kennedy half-dollar brings with it a renewed sense of pride and collector interest, and the 2021 P coin is no exception. To appreciate the significance of this coin, it helps to consider the artistry and symbolism carefully embedded in its design. The obverse features the iconic profile of President Kennedy, originally sculpted by Gilroy Roberts. His youthful visage, rendered with sharp detail and dignified poise, captures a spirit that transcends time. The 2021 minting sharpens these features even further, benefiting from advanced minting technology that highlights the intricate lines of Kennedy's hair, the contours of his face, and the resolute expression that has become synonymous with this coin series. Flipping the coin reveals the timeless presidential seal on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo that has graced the half-dollar for decades. The eagle clutching arrows and olive branches symbolizes both strength and peace, a dual message that echoes the enduring values of the nation. On the 2021 issue, this emblem retains its powerful impact, with crisp details and a lustrous finish that enhances the coin's visual appeal. What truly elevates the 2021 P Kennedy half-dollar beyond its face value is its limited production and collector-focused release. Unlike circulating coins, these pieces are struck with precision on specially prepared planchets, often in proof or high-grade mint states, ensuring they meet exacting standards of quality. This meticulous process results in coins that gleam with mirror-like surfaces and sharp relief, qualities that discerning collectors seek. The Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P, is historically significant as the original minting facility of the United States, and its mark on this coin adds a layer of prestige. Collectors often seek coins with this designation due to the mint's long-standing reputation for quality and its role in producing countless iconic coins throughout American history. The numismatic value of the 2021 P Kennedy half-dollar is further enhanced by the current market dynamics. With the decline of half-dollars in everyday circulation, collectors and investors increasingly prize modern issues that are scarce, well-preserved, and tied to significant themes. The 2021 coin meets all these criteria, drawing strong interest in auction houses and private sales. Authentication and grading services play a vital role in this market. Coins certified at the highest grades, such as MS-70 or Proof 70, command significant premiums, as they represent flawless preservation free from blemishes or handling marks. The 2021 P Kennedy half-dollar, when presented in such pristine condition, becomes an exceptionally coveted piece that collectors are willing to compete for. Beyond technical aspects, owning this coin is about embracing a story. It links the holder to the legacy of a president who inspired a nation, a coin series that has evolved through decades of American history, and a minting process that combines tradition with modern precision. It is both a tangible artifact and a symbol of continuity. The timing of this coin's release also adds to its appeal. Emerging in an era when collectors seek meaningful and limited edition pieces, the 2021 P half-dollar aligns perfectly with market trends favoring quality over quantity. The scarcity of high-grade specimens further amplifies demand, creating a healthy environment for appreciation in value. In the broader context of the Kennedy half-dollar series, the 2021 P stands out not just as another issue but as a modern gem with deep roots. It reflects the mint's dedication to excellence and the collector community's passion for preserving American history through coins. As the market continues to evolve, this coin's status as a prized collectible grows. Its combination of impeccable design, limited availability, and historical resonance positions it as a standout piece in any collection or investment portfolio. After exploring the rich tapestry of design, minting, and market interest that surrounds the 2021 USA Kennedy half-dollar P coin, it's clear that this coin carries a significance beyond its silver sheen. It has become a beacon for collectors who value artistry, heritage, and rarity. In light of all these factors, the 2021 P Kennedy half-dollar is recognized as an exceptionally valuable and sought-after piece among collectors worldwide. Its worth extends well beyond its face value, embodying both the story of a nation and the enduring allure of numismatics. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more amazing coin stories and discoveries. Don't forget to like, share with your fellow collectors, and leave a comment down below about your favorite coin or what you'd like to see next. Happy hunting and collecting, and I'll see you in the next one.